Guys, let's just talk for a minute. Looking forward to your comments if you leave some. If you don't, that's fine. Let's talk about my channel. Let's talk about Loud and Proud. Let's talk about a few things. Let's just see where this goes. Um, my channel, I just do it for fun. I was curious what if this channel got monetized, what would the paychecks look like? And I wanted to document my life. That was the whole point of it. The point was not to get a million views, or as you can see here, YouTube actually sent me that I was tracking at one point that I was going to start getting 150,000 views every 2 days. And so, I'm the type person that I have mentioned it before. I prefer the ethical over the aesthetic. So, no matter what kind of sensory stuff you give me, oh, I know people live in sound bites, so a lot of people aren't going to follow along, or maybe I'm just not making myself clear. But but no matter what numbers you bring to me like this that they were bringing to me at YouTube, or no matter how many subscribers, I'm not going to really have an emotional reaction until I see a paycheck. So at this point, I said, okay, good. This will get me subscribers and stuff like that. But I didn't choose. It was kind of weird. There's three parts to my channel. There was me having a viral video, and then there was me like literally coming close to predicting the big Altuve home run where people were commenting me, man, you were right on the money. You're a genius, blah, blah, blah. How did you know this man needs to interview Altuve? You predicted this all along. I'm talking about the Chapman home run. And then there was part three, which was the scandal. And this all happened within 1 year. I think for those three major things to happen to my channel was quite odd. And I just want to have a peaceful life. So when I first started getting like all these subscribers running in and all these views, it kind of stressed me out a little bit. So, I just put down the phone, walked away. No big deal. Okay, there is no depression in me. And when I get upset, it's very short. You know what I mean? So there's no depression. There's no like psychosomatic. There's no, none of that. This is just a fun, relaxing conversation. So I've even made videos on how to avoid internet bullies. I have wanted nothing but for all of us to come together into an understanding. But when my part four was of my channel was when people started talking smack towards Altuve. I was like, okay, let me defend him a little bit. I'm not a big fan of Loud and Proud, and I'm not a big fan of hypocrisy. When you go loud and proud, you open yourself up for attacks. And when you also this is me at the ALDS 2018 against the Red Sox. When you do Loud and Proud, you open yourself up for attacks. And the Astros are in the midst of a dumpster fire. What I'm saying is that fire is so hot that you don't want to align yourself with it because, why would you put yourself in harm's way? So being loud and proud doesn't make sense. I don't think I can really explain it in words, but being more low-key, yeah, I'm an Astros fan. Somebody says, oh, okay, but they cheated. And just say, oh, okay, I understand your point of view. Think what you want. But people want to confront it and just say, confronting it's not my cup of tea. Think what you want. People don't like mundane. They don't like for you to be peaceful. Like, as an Astros fan, I've come to peace with the situation, peace of mind. So no matter what comes to me, I'm just going to handle it in a classy way. Do I right now have hypocrisy? Of course I have hypocrisy. This is a complicated reality. And so the internet doesn't handle complicated realities well at all. The internet simplifies things to the 10th degree. They only see the broad strokes. Let me give you a complicated reality right now. Just the fact, and I'm not defending them. If anybody that wants to believe what they want to believe, Please believe it. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just trying to talk to a few people, my subscribers, whoever wants the internet, interspace, whatever. But let me give you a complicated reality. Okay, with baseball and cheating scandals aside, when a team participates in cheating, the complicated reality is not everybody on that team accepted that or participated. And so, that would be a simplistic, and so the internet goes into simple cheater, 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 very simplistic. I am personally not, in many cases, going to do anything but laugh at the simplicity, or just basically walk away or be mundane. The internet hates mundane. People hate peaceful and mundane. They want you to be rattled. So don't let people see you rattled. So number one, don't be loud and proud. It doesn't work. Number two, this is a complex reality. And number three is basically, how do I explain this? Last but not least, number three, don't be a hypocrite. Everybody has hypocrisy. As you get older, it's your duty to realize and see yourself and see your own hypocrisy. The easiest thing in the world is to see other people's flaws. The hardest thing in the world is to see your own flaws. So the definition of insanity is when complex realities happen that basically an insane person looks for the simplest answer. So that's why the internet seems insane. It's kind of a metaphor, it's kind of a, how do you say, a comparison, but I think it's a valid comparison. And so I like sharing to people. I'm not trying to come off as winning the conversation. I'm not trying to come off as intelligent or thinking I know it all. I don't want to be that person. I just want to be a humble servant of the Lord, and that's it. Have I ever been a hypocrite? Yes, I have. Have I ever made mistakes? Absolutely. But I'm trying to walk the walk a little bit better every day. And I just wanted to share with you guys a few thoughts. Let me show you another picture. That's near Taste of Texas. That's near, Memorial City Mall, Katy Freeway, between City Center and Memorial City Mall. I still like calling City Center Town and Country. The area is still called Town and Country, but that little boutique complex is called City Center. And, by the way, International Smoke, the one that the Golden State Warriors' wife started in City Center. I walked in there. They had no business. I walked in there to see, because of that internet scandal. I walked in there to see if they had customers. And every single employee, when I walked in there, turned and just gave me huge eyes because they were waiting for customers. They didn't have any. That place ended up going out of business. And, it was kind of weird, but it's kind of like, Texans have a lot of simple, humble pride. That whole laugh it off, don't mess with Texas mentality is so real. It's so real. But people are just like, well, we're from here. Where else do we go? But to have a Californian company, Californian concept, Californian face of the franchise basically come over and try to teach us how to make barbecue, it seemed like a, how do you say, paradox, contradiction, ironic, whatever the word is. I try to be good with words. I can't think of the word right now, but it just seemed to be like, oh, what's that nice way to say slap in the face? Or it was like, what's the point of bringing California barbecue to Texas? It just seemed weird at the end of the day. So I never actually ate there. I couldn't tell you about it. But they went out of business. And I thought I'd mention that. And that's relatively near to Taste of Texas. One of the best steaks in the world. Okay, there's another ALCS. That's the same day. Okay, here. See, this is just a typical person of I'm a Dodgers fan. This is offensive. This is about showing the Altuve home run, my viral video. Mr. Meme Productions. A home run against your team is offensive. See, the internet gets offended very easily. And so, I don't think it should be reacted to. I don't think it should hit your emotional triggers. You're just like, whatever. I don't understand why people get so wound up about the internet. Like I said, I've had YouTube literally telling me at one point that I'm gonna be the next big channel, and I kind of ignored it. It did stress me out a little bit because I was like, oh, do I have to start thinking of concepts and all that stuff? And anyway, okay, so this is. I think the point of me showing this was that this is just like, is this just like 10 months ago? 10 months ago, I only had 15 subscribers. Nobody really watches my channel right now. So you come and you go, and for me, all I wanted to know is, can I make an extra $1,000 a month? Is it possible? You know, it was just an avenue. My main goal was to have fun and document my life, even my trips and all that stuff, and my love of baseball. I don't think they pay that good. I don't think giving me $50 a month, which could become more, is worth it. That's $2 a day. I don't really see any point in it at all. Anyway, long story short, I thought it was really cool that the one thing I really love in baseball from A to Z is Altuve. And I thought it was really cool that I get to honor him with a viral video where sometimes like 1,000 people a day are watching it. Anyway, that's my video, and take care.